Hey guys, Zix here. Time for the next weekly Bitcoin analysis video. Oh my god, this guy is doing 2 weeks in a row? What's going on, man? What's going on? Well, I'm going to tell you what's going on. We are in the pullback that I mentioned last week that I was hoping we would get. And so far, so good. We're looking okay. There's a few signs of weakness. I'll point them out in a moment. However, for the time being, we are looking sharp. Hold on, let's drop to the 4 hour. I was hoping that we were going to get a pump. We still could get up here. We haven't broken any key levels that say we won't get up here. But I was really hoping that we were going to come up here because there's some daily liquidity up here. Right here, there's some liquidity right here. I was hoping that we would make a push to sweep this liquidity. We still could. This is a very bearish daily chart, but we are in a daily pullback. As you can see, daily week low. And we are just barely getting started in the daily pullback. This could very easily go up here and then back down. If you don't know what I'm talking about, daily pullback, stuff like that, I strongly suggest you go check video linked in the description below about market structure. I teach exactly what those things are. So on the 4 hour, last week I thought that if we don't break this 4 hour, that about 21,975 would be our level that we would hit and then come back down. So close. I was off by what, $108? $108 off. And we didn't quite make it on the 4 hour. But 1 hour remains bullish. 1 hour remains bullish. It's not showing my break of structure here. Why no show? Yeah, what's going on there? Visibility? I want to see you. No, just there. Yeah, go back. This is a 1 hour break of structure here. Our 4 hour structure is still top and up, high and low are still up here and down there, but our 1 hour is all this inner structure here. And we just barely broke here. I thought at first, when I first saw it, I thought it was a swing fail pattern. But if you ever can't tell, stretch your chart like this so you can get a really good look at it. And if you zoom in, you can see the candle did close above that level, and I did check this on other charts as well, on other Bitcoin charts as well. It opened above that level, which means that is a break of structure, which means this pattern shall continue. However, when you see it like this is always a sign of weakness. We had some pretty well-distanced break of structures here, and then all of a sudden we had, you could almost call this one here too. In fact, this actually, yeah, I would call that a break of structure, which means that this was a chotch, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. It's the same result. We have a bullish move here because we broke this structure here. So if we call this a chotch, this is a chotch in the other direction. So shut up. Okay, I'm going to interrupt myself real quick. Because I started to talk about the sign of weakness and then I didn't actually explain what the sign of weakness was. Ignore the stuff that I haven't drawn up to this video yet. When we have a pullback that starts quickly after a previous break of structure, especially if we're going to call this one, and then the next break of structure is just barely there and then it immediately pulls back again, that's a sign of weakness. That's a sign of momentum shifting. Often we see these formations right here, right, where it kind of does like a semicircle kind of deal. This is a very common thing that you will see in the market. I don't know whether it has a name or not. I don't really care if it has a name or not. But this is a strong indication of momentum slowing down. It's a sign of weakness. That doesn't mean that demand cannot overtake supply and we go up here, but for the time being, this is a major sign of weakness, and your thoughts should be bearish in the short term. And I mean, the chart's bearish in the long term as well. So all that is doing is supporting the higher time frames. Back to where we were. So we are still looking good to potentially come up into this area. I do think if we break this 1 hour week high and continue the bullish trend on the 1 hour chart, I think that it's a very good likelihood that this 4 hour breaks here. We do have a bit of a supply zone here, and I'm going to show that to you right now. Here it is, a rectangle. We have a supply zone here, otherwise known as a, do this, and then I'll come over here. Otherwise, oh, I did it already on there. Otherwise known as an OB. Give me this text. This is 4 hour supply. This is a video I'll be teaching you guys the concepts on later, but for now, this basically, their price likes to go to these levels and react, right? So even if we do break this 1 hour level here, I expect us to come down. There's a demand zone right here that's not quite mitigated yet. I do expect us to have a reaction there. Whether we come back up here or not, I can't really say. But if we do, I do expect us to have a reaction here. And then probably there will probably be another demand zone created somewhere in here. And then I think we can continue up. I still have hopes that we'll get up to around 32. Probably not this week. If we didn't do it this past week, I very strongly doubt we'll get there in this next week. It really all depends on this section right here, whether we continue this hourly trend or whether we go below it. If we go below this hourly trend here, this 1 hour line here, I don't think that we will come back up and re-break it. I think we will continue down, probably something like this. I think we will break structure on the daily 4 hour, and then we can make our next leg down and start to come down into this range, which I marked as my potential bottom last week. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking here. I think we're in kind of a critical consolidation moment right here. I think if we, like I said, if we can continue this 1 hour uptrend, we'll slow down at this 4 hour supply most likely, but I do think we will break through it. And if we break through this level here, the only thing that could stop us really along the way is right here. There's a bit of volume in here, and it was a previous liquidity level before. So there is a possibility that we have a reaction and even reject here. But again, there's not a whole lot going on either side here. This is all straight down. Usually stuff like this gets recovered, in which case we could finally make a graph for the daily liquidity, another concept that I will teach in a later video up here. But again, we got to break through this 1 hour high and this 1 hour low in order to do it. And that, my friends, is going to do it for this weekly analysis. I've given predictions in the past, but it's really hard to say what we're going to do here because there's a lot of uncertainty in the markets right now. So let's see which of these 1 hour level breaks, which of these two 1 hour levels break, and then we can go from there. The Discord server is doing very well. A lot of people are paying for the premium membership, so some of the rates have started to go up. So if it's something that you have been on the fence about, you may want to jump on the Discord, linked in the description below, before you miss out on all these introductory low rates we have to join that service. That service includes specific TA. If you ever ask any of us analysts in premium, we will do TA on the coin you ask, and it also includes the signals that we have as well. That, my friends, good dude. Thank you so very much for watching, and as always, take it easy.